Hi, I'm Rich from Highly Suspect, and you're watching Mmtv.
Metal! Wanted! Mmtv!
My name is Rich, and I'm the bass player in Highly Suspect. We met each other at a party about 10 years ago, and it was rather ironic because we had gone to the same high school, but never really met until this party, which was like 2 years later. And we pretty much have been inseparable ever since. Had a guitar and a motorcycle, and we would play songs in the basement or friend's house or whatever, and we would just learn songs together to try to impress girls, and we just did that for years, and then eventually decided to try taking it to the next level, and it worked. That's the way we feel about we feel like the world is a very highly suspicious place. We don't trust a lot of what we see and hear from the media and on the internet and everything like that. It's all very strange. The bass chose me. I was a drummer and a guitar player for years, and then within the first couple of times that I played music live in a bar scene with drums and guitar, it wasn't my first time playing live. I always played like saxophone and the drums and school band, but the first time it was actually like my band, you know what I mean? Like where I was playing my music and not just what the teacher was telling me to play. I realized immediately that not having a bass player really sucks. So I was like, well, then maybe that's what I should do then, because I really want to have that sound. So I started playing it, and it was just perfect for me, you know. So it was meant to be, you know. We definitely do everything that we can to not sound like anything else. And we also listen to a lot of different types of music, you know, listen to classic rock, listen to blues, listen to jazz, and listen to classical music, and we listen to pop and rap. And it doesn't matter what genre it is, really. If music speaks to me, then I'm into it. And a lot of the influences come through the music, you know, like some people say we sound like Pink Floyd, some people say we sound like Nirvana, some people say we sound like Queens of the Stone Age, and that's all very well and good, and it's a compliment, but we're trying very hard to not sound like anybody else, and if we do, it's probably not a coincidence. Oh, yeah, thank you. I mean, yes, we definitely try to maintain a level of honesty. We certainly do amongst ourselves, which I feel like makes it easier to project that in our music, because it is who we are and it's not a surprise to us, and so it shouldn't be a surprise to you. Maybe it is, but if it's easy to believe, that's good, because it's true, you know, like we don't just sing about sex, drugs, and rock and roll, like we live that. That's what we do. And we don't just do it because we aren't like that because we want people to think we're cool or whatever. We do it because it's really fun, and That's all I want to do, is have fun and be happy and enjoy myself. Sure. So this song we released on the day that Donald Trump was elected, because we want to make it. So basically, it was a very polarizing event. You all of a sudden realize how a lot of people in America feel. People are okay with this person who is racist and chauvinistic, masochistic. He's narcissistic. All of these things that he makes people think is okay, you know, because he's the president. You know what I mean? Like, we're very not happy with that. You know, it's not good. But at the same time, it's also it shows us where people stand. People are okay with that, and so we realize, oh, okay, this world that we're living in is not what we thought it was. You know, we thought we were making progress. You know, we have a black president. Women's rights are continuing to progress, and it seems that we're living in a more equal place when truly we're not. We wanted to send out a message to show people what side we're on. We don't want there to be any confusion about how we feel about this. So that's what the song is. The song is saying, hey, we don't like this. This is what's happening. Either you're with us or you're not. You know what I mean? Yeah. Joel has taught us a lot about how to compose a song. He's taught us a lot about how to play for the song and not for yourself, which is really difficult to do, especially when you've been doing it for a long time and you've developed a little bit of an ego, like, oh, I can do this, I can do that. Like, I want people to pay attention to what I'm doing. Whereas the listener doesn't care about that, for the most part. There's definitely certain people who are very interested in maybe just the drums or the guitar or the bass or the singer or whatever, which is actually super common. But what is really important is the song, and making sure that the song is properly represented in the composition. So when I play the bass guitar, I'm not trying to play something that sounds really cool on bass. I'm trying to make the song sound good. That's what Joel taught us to do. Yeah, it's an honor. It really is to be in the same category as Metallica, David Bowie, Radiohead even. You know, it's just really... I've been listening to these guys for decades. It's just kind of hard to fully fathom the fact that people are putting us into the same category. Not just anybody, but the Grammys, you know what I mean? It's like surreal. But it's happening.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It would be very easy for us to release a video that makes us look really cool. Like, oh yeah, like, put the fan on him and put the crazy lights and the makeup and, you know, like, we look really cool playing our instruments, or, you know, we're driving in the sports car with the hot babe or whatever, like some sort of cliche. We would much rather make a movie that says something, a miniature film that sends a message or makes you feel a certain type of way. Anybody who's watched the video for Lydia might have held their breath wondering, wow, that person's actually like tied up underwater and she hasn't taken a breath in like 3 minutes. There's quite a bit of suspense, I think, in that. And the chorus of that song is I can't breathe, you know? So it's just a very simple way to represent that emotion. I love my fans. I always try to go out and talk to as many different people as I can after the show. But I don't speak French, so keep that in mind. And also, if I'm talking to somebody, just wait for me to, you know, don't interrupt, because that's always super rude. People do that a lot. I'll get to you, you know, if you just wait. I want to tour Asia and Africa and South America, and if we can succeed here, then that's next. So that's what I'm hoping for. We played a music festival in Sacramento, California about a year ago, and it was called Aftershock. And when we got there, we, you know, dropped the trailer off at the stage, and then we went in the van to the artist green room area that they had set up, and it was like all these trailers, and they had us in the same trailer as Eagles of Death Metal. We showed up, and on one door it says Highly Suspect, and on the other door it says Eagles of Death Metal, and we're kind of like, that's weird. We're in the same thing as Eagles of Death Metal. And I was like, alright, well, fuck, sweet, right? That's awesome. Also weird, but awesome. So I went in there, and we were just drinking some beer, and I was expecting just the band to show up, you know. I thought, you know, it'd be cool to meet Jess Hughes and, you know, the guy with the beer. I don't really know his name. You know, that I was excited for that, but all of a sudden Josh Homme walks in, and I was just like, he's like my hero, so I was just kind of like, oh my god, this is crazy. And he was like on the phone when he walked in, and I was like, hey, what's up, man? And he was like, oh, hold on, and like left, and I was like, oh my god, I just like totally fucked that up. But he just was on the phone, so that's why he left. But then he came back like 20 minutes later and was like, what's up, guys? And like sat down and had a beer and like smoked a joint, and we just chatted it up for like a couple hours, and it was like the most amazing thing. And then yeah, we got to meet the band, we got to hang out with Jess Hughes, and man, what a trip. That guy's he doesn't stop talking. He just always has either a story to tell, or a joke, or some type of witty comment about something that happened or whatever. He just is non-stop entertainment. It's really quite hilarious. And we stayed up with those guys all night, drinking and smoking and just having one. It was like one of the one of my favorite moments from touring. We learned a lot from those guys. It was really, for me, that was bigger than the Grammys. You know what I mean? That was just everything. Yeah, like what I was saying before, like if you want to say hello, please do. Please come say hello, but just keep in mind I don't speak French. and don't interrupt each other because I don't like that. But I will talk to as many people as I can.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.